Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and I hope you all had an amazing Valentine's Day, Bloody Valentine, all that good stuff this past weekend. On today's video, I will be giving you all a quick 2-month updates on my small but mighty Anthurium collection. And one you can see right behind me, that's my King VTI Anthurium. It's the second Anthurium I got in my collection. I got it started out as a very small little baby plug from Ace Hardware store. I'll give you a close-up on him once the end of this video. Also, I have a bird's nest Anthurium, which was the very first Anthurium I got. I had it going on 4 to 5 years now. I think it's 4 to 5, yeah, around 4 years. One of my favorite plants, very easygoing, very gorgeous, very low maintenance, but has a big impact on the collection. My third Anthurium I got from the Baltimore Plant Swap, and it is a hybrid between a Magnificum and Ceronii. And as you can see, it's starting to get some of those elongated leaves. This one is the newest leaf that had came and grew in the collection, this winter so far. It's working on its next leaf right here. This would be the third one, but unfortunately one of them it dried off over there. But it's pushing out this new leaf, and I want to get it in a new pot. It has roots growing out of the bottom, and I just want to upsize it, give those roots a good chance to spread and expand the root system, which will give us nice bigger growth. The next one that I have is another hybrid. This is my 4th Anthurium in my collection, and this is a Anthurium Black Beauty cross with Magnificum, and I got it because I love the veining on this pup. Let me get it to stabilize. There we go. And one of the issues I'm having with this, it could be due to just the winter and stuff, but the leaves are tilted in, so I'm not sure if this, usually that's a sign of too much light, but I did tuck it away in a nice little shaded, more part of, I put it further back on the bookshelf that it sits on in my office. But that is this one, and this is the most recent leaf right here. But yeah, so not doing much, but doing a lot. The final one that I'm going to show you is, of course, my Delta Force. And if you want to see when I explain how I got this, check out the first video I did with my small but mighty Anthurium. I'll try linking that into this video, but it's also in my video collection. So far since I got it, it has grown these 2 leaves. This growth point was starting to activate it after soon I got it, and this leaf, it literally just pushed out. And I believe it's in that video that I showed in the last one. No, I don't think it is. It's in my houseplant tour video, but this one is. But as you can see, this is still in the same setup that it was when I got it. It's moss with a perlite at the bottom. It grew some nice chunky roots in there on the bottom. I just want to get this into a soil mix so it can take root and benefit from all those nutrients in the soil mix, in the soilless aeroid mix that I got. And it's the black gold mix, and I got it from Ace Hardware, and it's the orchid mix, and all the plants take to it like gold. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get a setup for this quick little repot, and I'll be right back with you. So guys, I'm going to start with the Anthurium Delta Force, and as you can see, the leaf has, since it's been in my care, it's pushed out, like I said, pushed out these 2 leaves, very clarinarium shaped, but can't wait to get back to this amazing Delta Force shape. It's the open sinus. Look at this amazing veining that it has, and the overall shape. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, so it's starting to get the shape back. You can see it's starting to get the little waviness and stuff on it. It still has a long tip, So I just want to get that more angular shape. So if any of y'all have any advice, do y'all think it's due to nutrient deficiency? If so, what nutrients should I be adding to it? And yeah, it's still doing good. Let's see. Yeah, so yes, less talking, more repotting. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, loosen this up, and I'm going to pull this right on out. And as you can see, I'm gonna take some of this. I'm gonna try to get as much moss off as possible. I usually do a plop and dump, and that's usually you just take it out and plop it right back in. But look at these roots. Look at how sexy those roots are. Let me see if I can get it to focus. But look at those roots, nice and healthy, no rot. It's more. Get all this off. I'm gonna mix some of this moss into the soil as well. Oh wow, there's a bunch of roots up in there. Ah, there we go. Look at all those roots up in there. And it has a nice chunky root coming right out at the top. And this is why right at the top, once you cover the stem, the Mary stem, I believe that's what they call it in Anthurium. I'm not real big on the anatomy and stuff of the Anthurium quite yet. But I'm gonna just go ahead and shake some of this moss off. I'm not gonna mess with none of the fine roots. A little shuffle, let it spread out. I've been dragging my feet doing this, but today I said, let me get this done. To get these started on a nice way while they're actively growing. No, we don't have, doesn't look like we lost any roots. That's a great thing. Just pulling out some of this extra moss. I'm not really too worried about the moss because it will okay, we lost a root, but that's fine. See, lost a little root, but she'll be back. She got some nice juicy chunkies. Some more little breakages, but yeah, it'll be fine. She has some nice, thick, healthy roots. Just gonna pull out this loose moss. Give it a little shake. Shaking some of the moss off. And I'm going to pick through this, take out some of these little pieces of roots that shed it. But I'm gonna mix some of this into the medium. And that'll help it be aerated as well. And I'm not really worried about rot because I think this one is, I've heard that it's like, you know, kind of very tough. And what we're gonna do, we got it nice down in there, some ways down in, and we're gonna just backfill it. Let me get this camera down some for you. There we go. And we're going to do a nice little backfill. These roots are going to love this soil mixture. And the moss that I took off, I'm going to use that as a moss collar so it can start working on some newer roots around the base. And I have pre-wet this soil so that it's already wet and it won't be too shocked. I like to make sure that if the plant is wet, when repotting it, make sure that the soil is wet. If it's dry, you know, try to do dry, but wet is also fine. Give some tacks to get those roots covered. And also get some air through there. Very quick, very simple. Try to get it as centered as possible. Yep. And with the moss, anthuriums, they love humidity, and moss is a good way to keep humidity, and it's a good way to detect when your soil is kind of dry. So we're just going to put some of this around the base of the plant to encourage new roots to grow. Big new roots, bigger root system, bigger plant. That's our goal. I want to see how big I can get this beauty in my conditions. There we go. And this moss will help redirect the roots down into the soil. So there she goes. She's nice and repotted in her new home. Just like that. There she go. Once again, leave me some comments and tips and stuff on how we can get this beauty going. So that's the Anthurium deltaforce in his new home. Got a lot of space to grow some nice, amazing roots. I'll be giving y'all some updates. As soon as I see the first root popping out the side, I will be popping on here and doing a quick upload. So once again, this is Anthurium deltaforce. All right. The next one is the Magnificum Exeronii. This is going to be a little tricky because I'm going to try not to break any of these roots. So I may have to go in with the scissors, cut up this pot. You know, we'll see. So I like with this one, I like to we're gonna just flip it over and squeeze. I'm gonna squeeze this to try to open up some of these vents, because this has these little, I just broke one. Well, that helped me release it. So, just pulling it out, getting some of the moisture off. But look at all these roots still stuck in there, so I'm not going to pull. I'm going to try and get these roots out without any damage. Let me untangle them here. I'm just untangling them there. Yep, just like that. I'm squeezing the sides to try to not break off any. Okay, we lost some, but that's not bad. We lost a few. But let's look at the overall root system. Yep, we'll see how this do. I may just put it back. I think I'm gonna just put it back in here. No, I don't like these little vents. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it in this container. I'm gonna bring the camera down. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and plop the Exeronii Magnificum into its new pot. It's a little wider, a little deeper. Doesn't have those slits in there. I'm gonna just plop it in right here, which is perfect. I'm gonna just backfill it like I did the previous one. Give it some fresh feet. Right on the sides. I'm hoping that this will get it to kind of jump start. Hopefully I didn't set it back, but hey, it's plants. Like that. I'm going to give this another little moss collar. Because you can see, let me move this to the side. I'm not sure if you can, okay, so you can see right there, that's an aerial root ready to grow out. So I'm gonna cover that with moss to get some new roots growing. We're gonna just put some right around the base. Right around, I'm gonna put it right around there, like that. Give it some more soil for stability. This is my Magnificum Exaronia. So, if you know any tips or tricks about growing Anthurium or growing either one of the parents, let me know, drop that in the comments. And let's continue to grow together. And once again, I'll be giving you guys updates every few months on how the collection is going, if I add anything to the collection, if anything died, or, you know, just the progress overall. So yeah, so I'm done with this repot. Let me show you the Anthurium King Veitchii up close, and also my bird nest Anthurium, and that'll be the end and wrap of this video. And I hope you guys liked it, and I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. You know, hit that thumbs up button, hit that bell icon for when I upload any more videos, you know, and drop some comments, you know, leave some love. And once again, love you guys. Peace, drink your water, stay positive, and let's knock this year out, guys. All right. Okay, right here is my King Veitchii. And as you can see, this is his newest leaf. Still hardening off. Still has, you can still see the red very prominent in the back. It's doing pretty well for a Veitchii in regular conditions. Its newest growth point is right there, coming in strong. I need to get it a moss collar. I'm gonna make it one, and I also need to repot it. It has roots growing into the reservoir, but this is where it stays. I'm proud of this plant. And tucked away right here in the living room underneath of my Dracania is my bird nest Anthurium. And like I said, she's still dormant, but still dormant, and I love it because it's very cardboardy, it's sturdy. It got burnt last summer, but very paperboardy. Can you hear that? But yep, and here go everyone nice and repotted, these two guys. And there go Miss Blackberry Magnificum in the back. And I also wanted to say thank you again for tuning in, and see you guys next time. Bye.